Oh, hey, we got a great question. Antonio always comes up with the best. He says, Master Ron, as a veteran actor, action star, director, and writer, what are the essential elements of an impactful martial arts film?
Okay, great. That's a very good question. So let me do my best. I think a martial art movie works best when it has certain elements that you're able to fuse these elements together, kind of like either like a good recipe. If you're making a dinner or a soup, you want the proper ingredients. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, you need a charismatic, physically unique martial art protagonist, somebody who excites you visually, that you can look at
Like
this
Brian.
person. Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah,
Brian. Yeah, sure.
you know,
All right.
the melting candle.
Okay. Yeah. So you need that. You also need the antagonist. You need somebody who poses a threat to your lead actor. That your lead actor, literally from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, has to be working and developing to meet this oncoming threat and impending doom. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
like, that's what the whole setup of the movie is like. When is this guy going to fight this guy?
You are next.
Then you need things like you need a great title. I can't stress this enough. Titles are your brand for your movie. And I'm going to give you the best example I can give you is that Enter the Dragon was once called Blood and Steel. Now imagine Bruce Lee's legacy from a movie called Blood and Steel. It
No.
might not be the same result that we have seen because Enter the Dragon was really about Bruce Lee. It was about this guy coming, a guy we knew about, heard about, and now he's coming to the world and showing the world Chinese culture and the power of Chinese martial arts. And this movie is bringing all of that to the world. That's Enter the Dragon. So had we
Perfect
called that
title.
movie Blood and Steel, it who knows, it could be it could have went the way of the dodo bird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need people in front of the camera and behind the camera who know what they're doing. I can't tell you how many times I've run into people go, I want to make a martial arts movie, and they've never made a martial art movie. They don't know any martial arts. They never choreographed anything, but they want to make an epic martial art movies. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at Hong Kong or places around the world where they're making top tier martial art entertainment, even here now, there's a synergy between all of the elements. The filmmakers, it's like they work as a cohesive unit, meaning the director, the producer, the fight choreographer, the actors. There's a through line, that there's a unison, that we all know what we're trying to accomplish, even though we might not have a clear idea of what that thing actually is. We know we are headed in that direction. I can tell you, sometimes, times I've worked on a project and it's been something I did that I thought was great has been undone by a cameraman who thought, he needed to have the camera one place as opposed to what I suggest for him, in the shoot, or an editor who goes, I'll put it like this: editing, the rules of film editing is the exact opposite of what you need for cutting action. Film editing is cut on the action. Martial art action, you want to see what the action is. So if somebody comes to your project and is editing all this incredible work that you did, and he doesn't understand that one simple principle, he will cut over your best action throughout your entire film. So those are
That
just a few.
happened
Yeah,
in the original Bloodsport. They talk about that nobody liked the film. It was a mess. And then Van Damme helped recut it himself, knowing what people wanted to see. And then it became a classic, almost as big as Enter the Dragon. So
sure,
editing, yeah,
sure.
huge.
Yeah. And you need all of those. And then I would say one thing you really need to do is you have to build that climax, that people, when they're leaving the movie, the movie at the end shouldn't be the fight just happens. It should be probably somewhere between a half and two-thirds, that whatever's going on is building up to you can't wait for what's going to happen, the ultimate confrontation. It all should be
Mm-hmm.
leading toward that ultimate confrontation, that when this guy fights this guy, you as the viewer probably would have already been fighting. Is that, it's like you want that energy so that once you unleash that action, the audience, they just go right along with you. So
Yeah.
those are the, I may have been a little long-winded, but those are some of the essential elements that I think you need to make a martial art action film.